everybody. This is the first time that I have videoed one of these little cards that I'm making, and it's for Art Marks Challenge. It's actually Art Marks and Words Challenge, and it's put on by Ray Sigmund and Sandy Keene, and they have prompts that you can follow. And I mean, I don't actually do anything related to the prompt so much, but today's prompt is less. I hope you can see what I'm doing. Like I said, I haven't videoed these cards before, so bear with me. Okay, so the prompt for today is less. And let's see what we can do. The first thing I've been doing with these prompts is actually putting down watercolor. That's a bright color, but I like it. And I'm going to put down a pink, kind of a reddish pink. And I'm going to put down cobalt, well, a teal or turquoise, whichever one. I'm never exactly sure what the difference is. I think it has to do somehow with the amount of green that that's in the paint. These paints that I'm using are Tony Burt's handmade watercolor paints, and and she also makes pottery. So it came in this pottery with all these beautiful colors, and they really are nice. So you can check her out at tonyburt.com, and I think it's AU because she is in Australia. So now I'm going to dry this, and forgive me for the noise, but I did get the quietest heat tool that there is. It's a Ranger craft tool. It's quiet, but it dries things pretty quickly. Let's see if I can block that off over there so it'll dry fast. Okay, now the next thing, I've just kind of always been doing these circles, and I'm doing it with a golden heavy body titanium white, and I'm just doing it with my finger and kind of randomly doing them. And as artists, we always seem to want to do an odd number. This one I'm going to take off the page, so that's what I have for this. Okay, I'm going to need to dry it again before I can do the next step. Go check out on Instagram. You can find the prompts. You just find Ray Sigmund or Sandy Keene, and they're both doing. Ray is actually writing in a little notebook before she does, so she is really incorporating the words. And I started out kind of putting them on the cards, and then I decided no, I was not going to continue that. So, okay. Now, what I want to do is I want to use a Stabila Marks All. It's a black. And I'm just going to circle the card so hot it's melting I didn't have to put any water on it, it's just melting it. Okay, and I'm going to add a little bit of water to it to grunge it up a little bit. Sometimes I do this and sometimes I don't. but today I just felt like I was going to. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to splatter some. This is P.H. Martin's Bleed Proof White, and it really is. It's great for, you know, if you want to have a highlight, do it for highlights or splatters or anything like that. It shows up, and assuming your card is, you know, your whatever you're using, whether it's watercolor or acrylic, assuming it's dry, it doesn't bleed. So I'm going to dry this again. Sorry for the continuous drying here, but I have to do it to move on to the next step. Okay, now I'm going to take some black gesso. As you can see, I've done this on other cards. I've got black gesso all over my underpaper. Put out a bit much, but that'll be okay. I'll use it for something else. And I'm just going to take this key card and make some marks. Sometimes I go in the opposite direction too. And again, I want to use an odd number. And I'm going to clean off my card. And I think I could do this last thing before that dries. I'm taking an archival ink in jet black, and I'm going to do the edges. I'm just going to cover up the white and try not to get my fingers in the gesso that's on, I just put down. If I do, it won't be the end of the world, but I'd rather not. Okay, let's see if I got it all the way around, and I want to be able to see it from the top of the card, so I think I've got that pretty well covered, but I've got it upside down. Okay, so this is my card for the prompt less in the art marks and words. So thank you for joining me. It's a little something different. Anyway, I appreciate you.